Hi guys, I hope you're well and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do a video on choosing the right foundation. So I've got a couple of videos, well I've got quite a lot of videos on how I apply my foundation. I have got a video on my top 5 favourite foundations which may need to be updated, so I'll let you know. But this is about choosing the right foundation. Obviously when you go to beauty counters, a lot of the times the assistants are too busy to help you, and also they don't know your skin inside out. They don't know exactly what you want from a foundation unless you've got the time to sit there and explain it to them and stuff like that. But either way, sometimes you go to beauty counters that are really helpful when you're choosing a foundation, and they'll do colour match you and all that kind of stuff, but there's a little bit of kind of like, if you know in your head what kind of thing you're looking for for your skin tone, about your undertone, it's just going to make it a lot easier, especially when now you've got foundations like the Dior Backstage, and when you go there, they have got so many shades, you're just like, I don't even know where to start. It kind of helps if you've got a little bit of an idea of what you're looking for. So first of all, when you're looking for a foundation, you need to decide whether you want a lightweight one or a heavy one. If you want something that's kind of like lightweight and everyday, you don't really wear a lot of makeup and you want something that looks like your skin, then you want a lightweight foundation. If you've got stuff that you really need to cover, like marks and scars, then you want a full coverage foundation or a medium coverage foundation. Generally, you always want something that's easy to use, easy to apply and blend, because it just makes everyone's life easier. I mean, who wants a foundation that's hard to use? But then also you've got like stick foundation, liquid foundation, cream foundation, whatever. They all give you slightly different finishes and stuff like that, but it's just what makes it easier for you. So if you travel a lot and want touch-ups in the day, then you might find a stick foundation is easier, or you might use a liquid foundation in the morning and then carry a stick foundation around with you. However, if you've applied it properly and you've set it and everything properly, you shouldn't really need to reapply during the day. But if you are traveling a lot for work or whatever it is, then you may not want to carry a liquid foundation with you because you're scared of the leaking and stuff like that. So then you might use kind of like a cream foundation or a stick foundation too. There's people who just prefer liquid foundations like I do, for example, but then I do also really like stick foundations. But also you need to then work out your shade. So you should know your shade or your skin tone. Your skin tone, if you just forget about ethnicity and your background or what country your grandparents and your parents or from what country you're from, you just need to think about your skin tone as light or fair, medium, dark. That is your skin tone. You can get people who are, you can get people who have both sets of parents from Africa and who have really dark hair, but yet their skin tone can still be fair or medium. You can't automatically see someone with blonde hair is going to be fair because that hair colour might not be natural for a start, and also they might just have like a more olive skin tone. So you know yourself, you just need to think about whether you are fair, medium or dark. Don't think about what you want to be, just think about what you are. In a lot of cultures, people with darker skin want to look more fair skinned and people with fair skin want to look darker. Don't think about what you want to be, you need to think about what your skin tone is when you're using a foundation, because you can use highlight, bronzer, contour, all that kind of stuff to change or make your complexion look more fairer or darker. So, you know, leave that to like the bronzer highlighter stage, but at this stage you just need to worry about the foundation, if that makes sense. During the summer you may be a bit darker, in the winter you may be a bit lighter, but your general skin tone is either fair, medium, dark. So I would say I am medium. That doesn't mean that all people, all Asian or Indian people are medium. Some may be really fair, some may be fair, some may be dark, some may be medium like me. You've just got to think about your own skin tone. Don't just think I'm Asian therefore I must be medium. That doesn't work like that. You need to think about your own skin tone. Then you need to think about your undertone as well. So my undertone is kind of more, is warm and is yellow, is more warm. So with your skin tone you can either be warm, cool or neutral. So cool, when you're looking at cool, you have to look at the undertones. So people have got like pinky, some people have got like a pinky undertone, some people have got a more yellowy undertone like I have, some people have got a bit of both. And different parts of the body and even different parts of your face can have different undertones, so you need to think about what's right for you. So the first thing to do when you have a range of foundations in front of you is not to swatch them on your hand, because the colour of your hand is very different to the colour of your face, or like your wrist or wherever. Just basically, if you're getting a foundation for your face, just test it on your face. I would normally test it here. If you've got a full face of makeup on and you don't feel comfortable kind of taking things off, I would either test it, I normally test it here, because I feel like my forehead is actually darker than the rest of my face. I normally test around here. I think the easiest thing to do is basically just choose the colour that stands out to you straight away, or the shade that stands out to you straight away as your skin tone. I just feel automatically you'll just go for something that's similar, or looks similar to the foundation, you know, your favourite foundation already, or just something. Your shade will normally kind of like around your shade, you know your skin tone, so something that roughly looks like your skin tone. And then the best thing to do is take the 2 shades either side of it, and then take off any makeup that you've already got on. If you've gone barefaced, then well done. Basically just draw 3 lines on your face with the foundation. You can either use your finger, ask for a cotton bud, and just use the 3 lines. And this is basically what someone who's going to colour match you for foundation is going to do anyway. They're going to pick out the shade that looks closest to your skin tone and then pick out the ones on either side. And then, yeah, so the one that you can't see is basically the one that is your shade, because you can't see it, which means that it's basically just gone straight in and blended in with your skin tone or into your skin, because it, you know, if there's one that's a little, if you can see that makes you look a little bit lighter, eventually that could oxidize and make you look grey, or it's not going to be the right tone for you. If it makes you look darker, then again it's not going to be the right one for you. You need to use the one that I'm assuming it's middle, but you need to use the one that goes straight into your skin. If there isn't one, then pick another shade. Keep and do it again, pick another shade, pick one either side of it, or you might find that there's 2 that are really similar, in which case you're in between shades, so you have to mix shades, which a lot of people find annoying, but it's better to get the right shade. And sometimes there might be some that are so similar you can actually choose whether you want to go for the lighter one or the darker one. But if there's a massive difference, you'll know, and you need to make sure it's the right undertone. So if I go for one that's lighter but it's got a pink undertone, that is just going to make me look really, really grey. I've got a yellow undertone, so in order to make my skin look radiant and bronzed and alive, I need to use something that's also got a yellow undertone, because that will then brighten my skin. Yeah, so you need to use, I mean, when you read books and you hear all the advice and stuff like that, they always say, oh, go outside and look at it in natural daylight. Obviously, it's the best time to, obviously it's always best to look in natural daylight, but if you're in a shopping centre, like Westfield for example, you're not going to walk all the way outside. But the best thing I would say is basically pick that shade or a couple of shades and then ask for a sample or a tester, or ask them to apply it for you, and then go off, do your shopping and see how your skin looks when you get home, and then you can go back and get it. Or what I always like to do is ask for a sample or a tester and then go home and do my makeup how I would do it at home, and then, you know, test it for a couple of days, and then I can always go back and buy it. Brands and beauty counters are getting so much more helpful with this now, because they know that people just like to do their makeup themselves. The best tip I can give you is get a sample and take it home and do it with your own makeup and stuff. See if it works with your primer, with all your other makeup. If you have gone a bit lighter, then obviously you can use bronzer to kind of give yourself some more colour, or make your skin, you know, make yourself look more bronzed. And if you've gone lighter, then you can use more highlighter in certain areas, just to kind of give you that brighter looking skin. Those are just some really quick tips on how to choose the right foundation and how to use the right colour. And just remember to think about your skin. So I hope you found those tips helpful, and if you want to know what my favourite foundations are, just comment below and let me know if you want an updated video, because I think it has changed a little bit since the last one. I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.